didn't get drafted because he has Isaiah Bond. You lost you lost the tight end. What is it? Gunnar Helm.
Yep,
He's
Gunnar
gone.
Helm.
So you got.
And Kelvin Banks, your starting left tackle.
Yeah, like there's new weapons out there. Like I have to see it first. I'm not a person that just gives people things. I have to see it first.
That's fair. That's fair.
Until I see that, I can't crown him as the guy. Like Garrett Nussmeier, I've seen him before.
Right.
Lenore Sellers, I watched him before. Like these are guys that I've actually seen and they've played multiple years. That I would be comfortable if the Browns do suck and they have to take them, then that's fine.
They have. I just can't wait to see the Browns approach this year to find out the answers of what you have in Dillon and Shador.
Well, Kevin
that's Stefanski,
a whole nother story.
He has to be losing sleep already of how he's going to manage this thing. With the 4 that they have, I don't think they're going into the season with 4. You have to go with 3. In my opinion.
I mean, it's obviously you could always trade one of them to the Titans if they need a true backup quarterback because Will Levis is out.
He's done.
So
he's done for the year.
You could trade Kenny or Joe, and then you can roll with the 2 rookies. But my thing is, I wouldn't play the rookies until the rookies is ready. It's so many times we see these quarterbacks roll these rookies out there that ain't ready, and then they get demoralized. Bryce Young was the last person that went out there. He wasn't ready. But obviously he was the first pick of the draft, so they had to put him out there.
Right.
And he looked terrible. Yeah. He sat for a couple of weeks with Andy Dalton, watched Andy Dalton do his thing, came back, and then he was lights out.
Different, yeah.
But what would he have been? Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league, sat his entire rookie season. Like, it's so many times we're rushing these young guys in there and they're not quite ready yet, and we watch them fall on their face. And then we're making decisions. Like the Browns are going to make a decision on whether or not to draft a quarterback, but you're only going to get these 2 rookies, if you even give them a chance. They only going to get like, 6 games maybe? You going to tell me you're going to make a decision off of 6 games? That don't make sense.
That's why it's so fascinating to me, because they have to go into the 26th draft. When they're looking at those 2 first-round picks that they have and saying, what exactly do we need to do with that? You can't know until you find out what Dillon and Shador are. If there's any gray area with those 2 guys, I don't think they've done a good job of managing the quarterback room this year. This does not need to be about Pickett or Flacco at all, unless Flacco starts the year and you just start rolling, and then it's like, you know what, we got to ride the hot hand, and if we're messing around with a playoff spot or whatever that may look like, then there's no reason to go to a rookie. And so all of this stuff is going to be fun for us on the outside looking in, but if you're Kevin Stefanski, that has to be a stressful situation to be in, because it's the most important position. When you're trying to gear up to get your team ready to go, the yo-yoing back and forth of, hey, Kenny, it's your turn. Joe, it's your turn. Shador, it's your turn. That could really, in my opinion, slow down the team's process and how they go about trying to put out a good product on Sundays.
I think if you ask the veterans who they want the starters to be,
it's Joe.
It's Joe.
They won with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like at the same point, we're not naive to the fact that Joe Flacco is going to fall on his face. It's going to happen. It is. I don't know how many games until it happens, but it is going to happen. So I would start Joe knowing that I have to make sure that these 2 young guys is ready, because one of y'all are going in there after 4 games, 5 games, or 6 games. It's going to happen.
I agree. And so week 1 against Cincinnati, that will be good. I want to just pull up their schedule real quick to you and kind of maybe find a pocket where you think that could be a good launching spot for one of the young guys. So it's at Baltimore week 2, home against Cincinnati week 1. Man, it's tough out of the gate. Boy. Bangers.
I say that Vikings game, whatever the Vikings is.
So when you come back from your international trip, you want to...
I might start them for the international game.
Ooh, against that Brian Flores defense.
Yeah, I might.
Welcome to the league, kid.
Yeah, I might. I mean, look at the games before that. Was it any better?
It ain't great. It
ain't no better.
It's no good at all. So, yeah, man, look, if you're Jerry Jeudy and Njoku and company, I keep forgetting Deontay Johnson is there.
Yeah, well,
that's going to be an experiment in itself.
Yeah, we'll see.
And he's forgettable.
We'll see.
Look, his play over the last couple of years, you're right, because he's not a guy you can rely on based off of what we see. TLC, what do we got coming up in pre-snap reads today?
Tua and Tyreek Hill. Tua's getting brutally honest about that.
Very interesting take from Tua today when it comes to his star wide receiver, the Cheetah, down in the 305. You'll hear it next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State Athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
The Dublin Irish Festival, August 1st through 3rd in Dublin, Ohio. Voted 2025 USA Today Best Cultural Festival in the nation. This year promises 3 incredible days of Irish music, dance, food, and fun. Get your tickets at DublinIrishFestival.org.
Friday, July 25th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Come learn about mental health resources available to you and to your family. Join us on Friday, July 25th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Choose from payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest, plus a free in-home window and energy assessment. Restrictions apply. Give them a call, 614-502-5220.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY, and when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on metal supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify. Morning Juice, real football talk. Just two guys who aren't afraid to say what needs to be said. And that's how she wrote.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Now streaming mornings on YouTube and 10TV Plus. Attack and dominate.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
I love my public school. My teachers are awesome. And everyone who works here makes sure I have what I need to learn and be my best. My classmates and I need your support too. Please stand with the Ohio Education Association to ask for the fully funded public schools every kid deserves.
Ohio's public schools are the heart of our communities. They're safe, welcoming learning environments where everyone can thrive.
Because in Ohio, public education matters.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see afternoon temperatures in the low 90s with plenty of sunshine, so don't forget the sunscreen. For tonight, mostly clear with lows overnight into the 70s with humidity building back in for Thursday. We do have a heat alert in place as our afternoon highs will be in the mid to low 90s, but the feels like, yet again, getting up into the triple digits, so make sure you're keeping yourself and your family safe. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF. Or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
All right, before we get into some pre-snap reads, let me tell you about Bet365, because at Bet365, we don't do ordinary. Bet365 is the official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Download that Bet365 app today. They've got a great new sign-up offer waiting for you where all you have to do is bet $5 and you will get $150 in bonus bets whether your bet wins or loses. Your boy Jose Ramirez is locked in right now, having another tremendous season up there in the land.
Take him for a dinger.
I'm going with the dinger, man. Plus 325 for a home run tonight for Jose Ramirez. He has hit home runs in 2 of his last 3 games. Over the last 8 to 9 games, this guy is doing everything. Home runs, stealing bases, walking. Like, he is just an absolute monster. So give me a J-Ram dinger tonight. Plus 325 over at Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Check out their website. And again, just a quick reminder, download the Bet365 app today. 21 plus only. You must be present in Ohio. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. Offer subject to meeting qualifying criteria.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
So Tua, he shook the room a little bit today with what he had to say about Tyreek Hill. There's been an odd offseason for Miami. In my opinion, Ty, was with the trade with Pittsburgh. And then Tyreek Hill, is he going to be on the Dolphins this year? Is he not? And so Tua was asked today about the relationship between Tua, Tyreek, and his teammates. And here's what the captain of the team had to say.
Actually, you know what? Let's do this first.
Yeah.
Let's play what Tyreek Hill said immediately after Week 18's game last year, because that's going to lead into this.
It's a good call.
So this is the post-game right after the Dolphins season ends last year. This is Tyreek Hill.
This is my first time. I haven't been in the playoffs, man. So, I mean, for me, like I said, man, I just got to do what's best for me and my family, dog. If that's here or that's wherever the case may be, man, I'm finna open that door for myself, dog. As I'm opening the door, like I'm out, bro. You know, so it was great playing here, but
you thinking about leaving?
if it is, hey, yeah.
And then he just walked away.
See, at the time, T, like, I don't even think he really knew what he was saying in that moment. Like, the follow-up question, he couldn't even answer that follow-up question. I think it was right after the game. He was emotional. They lost that game?
Yeah,
they lost that game.
And I don't think he played much because he kind of had like a little bit of an injury, and they weren't going to make the playoffs anyway, so they kind of just benched him a little bit.
I thought it was hilarious at the time. The guys in the locker room apparently don't feel that way, but before we hear from Tua, what's your reaction to that old clip from Tyreek?
He was out of line back then. I don't know why he spoke. That's why I've never really been a fan of people interviewing people like right after losses, because people just say your mind ain't in the right spot, and clearly his was not. And he was frustrated because they didn't make the playoff for the first time in his career. He hasn't been in the playoffs, and he didn't know how to handle it.
It was kind of like Magic Johnson 2.0, though.
I ain't gonna be here.
I'm not going to be here. All right, so now we can get to Tua from today, and here's an update on how things are going within that locker room with Tyreek.
I think there's a lot more vulnerability with Tyreek. You know, he's conversating a lot more with the guys, not just about football, but about things off the field, being vulnerable with some of the things that people know about his personal life and things of that nature. And I think that's the first step to him building true relationships and a real connection with a lot of the guys in there. Everyone knows what he can do on the field. Everyone respects what he can do on the field. You know, he's still trying to figure things out for himself as well, kind of the man he wants to be. He's not too young. Like, everybody makes mistakes. Just got to cut him some grace. I mean, that's our teammate. You know, we love him, but as a person, if you get to know him, I think you love him too.
Tua, you talked about Tyreek and relationships. After what he said last year, at the end of the year, did you guys have to rebuild your relationship together?
Sure. I would say we're still continuing to do that. But it's not just with me. It's with a lot of the guys. I'm not the only one that heard that. Everyone has seen that. So when you say something like that, you don't just come back from that with, hey, my bad. You know, you got to work that relationship up. You got to build everything up again, and it's still a work in progress, not just for me, but for everybody.
You've been in locker rooms. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that if I had heard Tyreek say that and I was a part of that Dolphins team, I would understand that he was frustrated. And I would understand that why he felt the way he felt because it's foreign to him.
Yeah.
However, I would tell him, you can't say nothing like that. Like, has he learned from this mistake? Like, it comes with the conversations that we have off the field, like in the locker room. Like, what is that conversation? Did he come up and apologize to the team? Like, hey, y'all, I was frustrated. I didn't really mean that. I really do want to be here. Was it that type of thing? Because last year was a rough year for Tyreek off the field as well.
Right.
I mean, this man got detained before a game in Miami. So
didn't his house catch on fire?
Did his house catch on fire?
Was that the year before? Am I making that up?
I don't remember.
I swear it was Tyreek Hill, and it may be either last year or the year before, to where his house was on fire. I don't know if it burned down, but I'm pretty sure that happened.
Well, if that's the case, like I'm saying, if that happened, he can't make it to a game because he getting stopped by the police, he getting arrested, and then you losing. Like, it's a lot, and he was just frustrated in that moment. Like, it was, and I think a lot of people got to take into accountability. Everybody don't know how to handle their emotions, manage their emotions properly.
That's real.
And that's something clearly he needs to work on because that saying what he's saying, like, if you know all of that stuff, you will understand that's why he said what he said. I don't think it's necessarily had to do with the on-the-field success because he had one of his best seasons just a year ago.
Right. And you know what's interesting to me, and I could be reading the comments wrong, but it feels to me that Tyreek and Tua didn't figure this out in the offseason. Like, they're just now reconnecting and trying to iron out the wrinkles, right?
That's
where
how
the
he made the team.
And that's, to me, that's a little bit of a red flag if I were a Dolphins fan, that these guys have had to wait until they came back to the facility to try to figure that out because they're so important, obviously, to what they're going to do, whatever Miami's going to be this year. I happen to think the Patriots will finish second in that division, not Miami, because I think Tyreek Hill's going to get traded at some point.
Where you at on the Jets?
I want Justin Fields to succeed. I just.
Would you take him in fantasy?
That's a whole nother conversation. Now, see, that's a whole nother conversation because with Justin Fields, you're getting that safe floor with his rushing ability. But I'm kind of in on what Braves in New England are cooking up over there quietly. The Bills are going to win that division, so we're talking about really nothing that really matters that much. But I just don't love the vibes coming out of Miami, man. I really don't. And Tua is a guy. By the way, credit to Tua, though, for calling his guy out publicly.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a lot of quarterbacks that would say exactly what he said.
I mean, he didn't necessarily call him out.
But he did say, like, my bad ain't good enough. Like, you're going to have to follow up.
And it ain't. Like, it ain't. Because it's so many people that pour their hearts out into this game.
Yeah.
Like this man's playing through concussions like one more. We don't know how that could affect him. And you telling me you don't want to be here. Like that's.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's a bit of a slap in the face, for sure. All of us putting in work the way we are, and you're talking about I'm essentially quitting on the team, but he's there for now.
Ice.
Go ahead.
Nick Lodolo, complete game shutout.
Shutty? Okay.
So you avoided the sweep.
Whew, I'll take it. He's a baller.
All I want to say is if the Padres come back and win, be very happy for me. It's 2-3.
It's a betting man over there. It's a betting man.
Real
happy. Quick, I wanted to bring this up. Tyreek Hill, yes, the fire did happen. It says the fire was determined to be accidental and caused by a child playing with a lighter in a bedroom.
Well,
so
I'm looking at the footage of this. They got like helicopter camera footage from like the local news.
I thought so.
This was just last year?
Yeah.
This was January 4th, 2024.
He got a lot going on in the year.
So this would have been at the very end of the 2023 season. But
did he get into
they got like holes in the roof.
Didn't he get into some didn't his wife get a divorce?
There was some stuff too.
It's a lot. See, he had a lot going on in Miami. That's why he might need to get out of Miami.
Dude, he's in Nick Cannon mode.
A change of scenery. He is. Phillip Rivers too, with the teams that they put together.
Phillip Rivers has it with one.
But I'm just saying the amount.
Yeah,
these guys are putting together some rosters.
They're all under one roof at the Rivers house.
Fair enough. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll go back to the world of college football with Brad Crawford from 24/7 Sports to get his thoughts not only on Ohio State, but the national landscape coming out of media days. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use law enforcement siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention, like telling you if you get a speeding ticket, it doesn't end there. You have to pay expensive fines. You can't go to your friend's wedding because that also costs money. And your insurance rates could increase. See, we didn't have to use law enforcement sirens after all. Getting a speeding ticket has consequences. Sooner or later, speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
It's the summer event at Germain Honda of Dublin, and Rich has deals that are red hot. Lease the rugged 25 Honda Ridgeline Sport for only $339 a month, or finance with an unbeatable 0.99% APR. Or you can take on any road in the all-new 25 Honda Passport RTL. Lease it now for $449 a month or 3.99% APR. Summer's here. Dive into the savings at Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for details.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And for a limited time, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.44% APR 6.47% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restricted supply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
What's up, knuckleheads? You're listening to Rothman and Ice on The Fan. It's not terrible.
Welcome back in. Matty Ice, former Buckeye, Tyvus Powell, national champ in the house today for AR. Going to light up right now the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Bring on one of our favorites, Brad Crawford. Covers the sport of college football at an elite level over at 24/7 Sports. Brad, welcome in. How are you?
Hey, good to hear from you guys, man. We are a few weeks away from fall camp in college football. Excited.
Yeah, very much so. We were reacting to a lot of the media day stuff out there, which is cool to hear all these coaches and players from their respective conferences kind of giving us an outlook of how they feel their seasons can go. I want to get your thoughts on this Ohio State team coming into 2025. And for you, when you look at what Ryan Day has constructed coming out of the Natty, going into this year, your thoughts on the roster, maybe a question mark or two you may have when you look at what the old Scarlet and Gray is trying to cook up right now in the lab.
Yeah, you know, this time last season, Ohio State was my preseason #1, preseason favorite to win it all. I took the Buckeyes to win it all. I think they get back to the Final Four this year, but I just don't know if they have the firepower outside of Jeremiah Smith offensively to win back-to-back titles. For me, it's, you know, replacing the front seven defensively is going to be tough. You've got Caleb Downs, the veteran in the secondary back there, but there's a lot of guys in front of him that are first-year new starters. And then offensively, several new offensive linemen. You've got Julian Sayin likely taking quarterback reps here with the first team in a couple of weeks. So a lot of changes for Ohio State. I think, you know, the casual fan just assumes Ohio State's going 11-1 or 12-0 and going to get back there. But Brian Day will certainly have his hands full with Texas in week 1.
So last year, if you got it right with having the Buckeyes winning it all, who you got now this year so I could be on the lookout?
Yeah, I think Texas is going to finally get it done under Steve Sarkisian. I'm a believer in Arch Manning. I think that this defense for Texas might be the best in the country. I know the offense gets a lot of headlines, but, man, Anthony Hill and Colin Simmons, those guys are future top 10 picks, and they're going to make Julian Saying's day very difficult in week 1, and that's kind of going to be a coming-out party, I think, for Texas, who is the only team the last 2 years to make it a back-to-back playoff semifinal appearances.
Who is going to be Texas's biggest challenger in the SEC this year?
Very good question. I think LSU is a team that I'm buying a lot of stock in, and I think Alabama. Those two teams are going to be 3 of the 4 SEC teams that make the playoff. I don't know about that 4th team yet. Maybe it's Georgia. You know, maybe it's a surprise team like South Carolina, but Georgia's the one team in the SEC as the reigning champs that I think takes a small step back. I'm not sold on Gunnar Stockton at quarterback. Georgia also replaces 4 starting offensive linemen. And last season, man, Georgia could not run the football despite getting to the playoff, and they got shut down by Notre Dame. So this might be a time in 2025 where we see the Dogs take a small step back.
What was your thoughts on Rhett Lashley's rant today about the SEC?
Yeah, I mean, he said this time in December, that he thought the ACC was deserving of 3 spots. He was, pounding the table for Miami to get in despite losing that last round, and talking about the SEC being top-heavy with 6 national champions, the last 50 years. Only 6 different programs have won it all. I mean, look at the Big Ten, man. Besides Michigan and Ohio State, what other programs, have won it? And then in the ACC, it's also, it's top-heavy too with Florida State and Clemson the last 2 decades. So I'm not sure where Rhett Lashlee's coming from. I don't think SMU gets back to the ACC title game this year because their 2025 schedule, man, is a whole lot tougher than it was last fall.
We were talking earlier, and we're talking to Brad Crawford from 24/7 Sports about all things college football. Brad, we brought up Clemson earlier in the program, and just there's their outlook, and there's a lot of buzz about the offseason that they've had, obviously bringing back Cade and just the dudes that are going to be around him. Dabo, we know he's a head coach that can get a team to the top of the mountain. We've seen that a couple times before, but this year's Clemson team, is this going to be one of Dabo's best teams that he's had in a long time?
I think it will be as long as Cade Klubnik stays healthy. Outside of Garrett Nussmeier at LSU, I think he's the top quarterback returning in college football. Obviously, they bookend the season with LSU here in a couple of weeks, and then they play at South Carolina in late November. They could lose both of those non-conference games to SEC schools and still make the playoff as by far the ACC's best program. You mentioned some of the talent on defense. They've got 3 wide receivers who might go, day 1 or early day 2 NFL draft. So, 5 years ago they had Trevor Lawrence, who's number 1 pick, and now they got Cade Klubnik, who is, going to try and vouch for that in the 2026 NFL draft.
When you talk about the Big Ten, a lot of people are picking Penn State to, ultimately win the Big Ten this year because they decided to bring a lot of guys back. Do you believe in James Franklin and Drew Aller? Do you think they have what it takes to get them to the championship game?
I think the schedule sets up for success. Oregon is the only preseason top 15 team outside of Ohio State on that schedule, and they get Oregon at home. So Penn State could go 11-1 pretty easily, lose to Ohio State for the 9th straight year, and still get to Indianapolis because the schedule just sets up for it. So, if I'm a Penn State fan, I'm pushing all my chips to the table. I was able to convince Drew Aller to come back, sign some key wide receiver portal guys. I mean, this is a Penn State team that roster-wise, this is the best 2 deep that James Franklin's had, and probably the best one we've seen in Happy Valley for 15 to 20 years.
If you were Mike Norvell and Tommy Castellanos' comments about Alabama came across your desk, what would have been your reaction?
Well, I would bang my head on the wall, I guess 3 straight times, because he's tripled down on it, man. I just don't understand. As a 2-touchdown home underdog, you're 5'7" quarterback against a defense that's probably going to be light years better than it was last year. It just sets your team up for, a huge letdown in week 1. But I don't know. Maybe Florida State, uses a different recipe this offseason, and they have a quarterback they believe in now.
What is your thoughts on what's that team? I forgot the name of the team. Sitting here looking it up. LSU, LSU. Garrett Nussmeier. A lot of people think that he is a top quarterback. Do you think he can be the top quarterback prospect in this year's draft? And how do you expect that LSU season to play out?
Yeah, he's got some Brett Favre in him, and what I mean by that is just he has that gunslinger mentality. Very strong arm, but sometimes that freelancing and trying to fit it in tight windows really gets him in trouble. He was one of the SEC's leader in interceptions last year. I think he had 12. But there were some games, man, where he came back in the second half. They beat South Carolina on the road, down 2 touchdowns. They were down double digits against Ole Miss and beat them. LSU made it a point this offseason to use all of its resources and buy him a new offensive line and new wide receivers. So they expect this quarterback, Garrett Nussmeier, to be not only the SEC's best quarterback, but a Heisman finalist. And for Brian Kelly, I mean, he hasn't won a season opener yet at LSU, and he's not gotten the Tigers to the playoffs. So he knows here in year 4, if he goes 8-4 and disappoints, that's probably a huge job opening in the SEC.
Brad, I'm a DJ Lagway guy.
Yeah.
And
not Lenore Sellers?
I like Lenore Sellers, too.
Okay.
But there's something about DJ Lagway, Brad, where I'm like, I see the vision of where this could go if he clicks this year, and it may be a year away from Florida really being in the mix, but maybe your opinion that could be right now. When you look at DJ Lagway and where the Florida program is he a guy that you think can elevate Florida into maybe an SEC championship conversation, or do they need a little bit more time to build that thing around him?
I think he could because of the wide receiver talent Florida has. Florida hasn't had a 1,000-yard wide receiver fellow since 2002, which is hard to believe, like Rex Grossman, Steve Spurrier era. And I think there's 3 guys on the roster this year that could challenge for that. Now, I will say if Lenora Sellers at South Carolina had DJ Lagway's offensive line and his weapons, then he would be my preseason Heisman favorite. Florida is that talented around Lagway. So the schedule's brutal, but Billy Napier, and recruiting-wise, they have developed enough guys and the portal to, really believe that this could be a year where they go 9-3, 10-2, and Lagway has one of the SEC's best statistical seasons.
Let me ask you about the world's favorite team, Colorado. now that Shador and Travis Hunter is gone, how do you think Colorado does in the Big 12?
Well, Deion's healthy enough to be at Tampa Bay's, training camp opening practice today, but he's not healthy enough to be worried about Colorado football right now because both of his sons are gone, Shador and Travis Hunter. He calls Travis his son too, but they're kind of facing that quarterback battle. They got Julian Lewis, 5-star. They've signed Caden Salter from Liberty, pretty good player, out of the former Hugh Freeze program. So I think Colorado gets back to a bowl game, but being one of those 5 or 6 teams that competes for a Big 12 title, I don't see it in the cards for Coach Prime.
Is Arizona State your favorite to win the Big 12 this year, or is it someone else?
Actually, Iowa State is my preseason projected champion. Yep.
Okay, there you go. Brad, always great catching up with you, man. I know you got a busy schedule as we're really ramping up for ball, so we appreciate your time. Have a great day, man.
Yeah, man, good to hear from y'all.
Yeah, appreciate it. Brad Crawford was on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. We will hit the finish line next with Tell the Truth. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and at Toyota West, we're having our biggest pre-owned sales event of the year. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're searching for. And during our Go Forth sales event, every pre-owned vehicle is discounted and comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty. At Toyota West, you don't have to choose between a great experience and a great price. We deliver both. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com.
It's the biggest jewelry event of the season this week at Diamonds Direct. Shop now through Sunday and take an extra 20% off engagement rings, earrings, bracelets, and all fashion jewelry. But don't miss the main event this weekend, July 25th through 27th. For 3 days only, top designers will be in store with exclusive collections you can only find at Diamonds Direct. Shop now to save and join us this weekend for the full VIP experience. Hurry, this limited time offer ends Sunday. Visit DiamondsDirect.com for more details and to book your appointment.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
When you walk up and down the stairs, do you feel a crunch in your knees? Or when you lift your arms above your head, you hear a click in your shoulders? Have you tried steroid shots and neither suggested surgery? Before you go under the knife, you should hear me out. Hey, it's Tyvis Powell, and I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without getting more meds and without having to have surgery. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine using the treatments like advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. Their cellular treatment contains growth factors and healing properties to maximize your own body's ability to heal itself. 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results. Learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays or MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Find out if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
The sun is out and the savings are on at Coughlin Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Take up to $7,000 off MSRP on any new Kia EV in stock, or get up to $3,000 off MSRP plus 0% financing for 60 months. Visit CoughlinKia.com.
Largest Kia dealer based on current ground stock at all 4 Coughlin Kia locations. 0% for 60 months equals $1,667 per 1,000 finance. All manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Dealer financing required. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. In 7/31/25.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
Did you know dropping your first 25 pounds with Awaken 180 adds 6 to 8 yards to every shot? Even better scores every 5 pounds after that. Look it up. Freedom from excess fat is measurable. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. If you are retired or in the planning stages, we can help you maximize your income. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Airflow Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Get 50% off all window styles, plus no interest until 2030. Visit windownation.com now.
All right, TLC, take us home. What do you got cooked up today in Tell the Truth?
Let me go over to the right tab so I can find out. I know one of them is Tyrann Mathieu related.
Honey Badger?
Yeah, 12 seasons in the NFL. We're getting to that point where I'm feeling old when all the people from my childhood, I've experienced the beginning and now the end of their careers as well.
Wait till you start getting the juniors. Some of the sons coming into play, too.
I know. We got
really
some.
make you feel old.
We got some already. We got Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. already at Alabama, and he got drafted in like 2011.
There was a Notre Dame photo that was out there, I believe, over the last couple of weeks, and it was Larry Fitzgerald's son. Who else was in that?
Thomas Davis and Jermichael Finley.
Yeah, I'm like, couple unks out here now, Tyvis, me and you. Some unks out here.
I'm big bruh status. Unks is 35. When you get to 35, that's when you become unk. Right now, 31, yet. Big bro.
Okay, so I got one more year.
Yep.
Until I'm unk. Understood. Understood. Actually, a few months, really.
So who was your favorite defensive college football player as a child?
As a child?
Favorite defensive player?
As a child.
As a child.
College.
I just need to fill the void with some sound.
It's a good question because I don't know if I've ever been asked this question.
Really?
No, not on defense. Like on offense, my knee jerk would have been Reggie Bush right away.
Sean Taylor.
There you go.
For the U?
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
I know.
He was different, man. He was so good on defense. As a kid, there was something about Ndamukong Suh's dominance. I don't know if I was technically a kid at the time.
I was about to say, that would be like a me era.
It was probably like when I was a teenager, but I'll go with it.
That's why it does.
Ndamukong Suh for me was just like every game, he's going to wreck somebody's life and just ruin somebody's offense. And so I'll go with Ndamukong Suh. I enjoyed watching him down there in the trenches.
Bring gas.
It's National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. Can you really just get plain old vanilla ice cream when you go out for ice cream?
Like when you go to the ice cream place?
Yeah.
No.
And when you're taking the kids?
No.
Gotta have some toppings on it.
No. Either that or I gotta get a twist, chocolate twist or something like that. Like, I can't just do just vanilla. Like, I don't think I've done that since, unless you go into like McDonald's and you get like a cone from McDonald's, which I haven't done that in
I'll get a Sundae or a
20
McFlurry.
years. Yeah.
I'm not mad at vanilla bean ice cream on its own, but I never do it. Like, the closest I get to it is if I have just plain vanilla ice cream with like chocolate chip cookies on the side, but I'm pairing it with something.
I still will crush the cookies up and put it in there. Like, I can't.
I hear you though.
Like, just vanilla, it's been years since I did that.
Don't even get me started on chocolate ice cream. Like, chocolate ice cream is just a party foul.
You don't like chocolate
ice cream? I love chocolate, but there's something about chocolate ice cream for me that's never been good on my palate. I don't know what it is. I can't eat that alone.
I'm ashamed.
Like, to your point, you mix it with some vanilla.
Get your own kind.
No, it's not.
It's messed up, bro. That's messed up. That's sad. You just publicly admitted
it. Oh my goodness, the Kawhi laugh will never end. What else you got, TLC?
Is the new Browns helmet worse than their all-white helmet?
The all-white helmet I actually like.
What?
That was like a Tyvus Powell. That was like a Tyvus what in there? You should have.
I got the Tyvus what in here somewhere. Let me go find it.
I got a what?
We play he's got a drop from you saying what, and so when we say crazy things on the air every once in a while, he'll play you saying what.
It's good. Here it is.
What? I'm not mad at the white helmet. The helmet that they rolled out there today. Now look, let me say this: there's only so much they can do with the colors that they have. Right? Only so much they can do with brown and orange. I get that, but it was rough today.
The orange helmet is just I just stick to the orange helmet.
Do you like the white one?
I think that's trash.
That
is that Klatt?
Yeah, what he said.
Oh man,
you wish it was black.
I don't know what you mean by that. Do you guys have mysterious mini injuries that pop up as you get older?
Yes.
Many.
No, not necessarily. My injuries is from when I was playing. Like, I feel them more. Like, my knees, like I was on that turf Saturday with them kids.
Ooh, how'd that feel?
You got a crunch in your knees?
I had to stop. I had to go sit down. Like, I was like, man, this is just, that turf bad on your knees.
Oh yeah, I'm part of the bad back gang now. I mean, it's been 2 flare-ups this year where the second one was horrible. It happened probably about a month ago now, and I couldn't move.
Oh, he was limping around the office.
I couldn't move, Tyvus. It was horrible. And so for me, that's starting to pop up some back issues, man. That's tough.
Hey, Seattle, we got a deal.
In today's fan poll, what is the minimum that Ohio State needs to accomplish in the postseason for it to be considered a success? Win the Big Ten championship game, win a playoff game, win multiple playoff games, or win the whole dang thing?
Beat the team up north.
I like that.
That would have been my answer, but they specified postseason.
Big Ten championship. We haven't done that in 5 years.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, those don't mean anything anymore.
For me, you win a playoff game with a year one quarterback. That'd be an impressive season. And a lot of other new starters as well. So I'll go win a playoff game.
But I'm going to see y'all in the morning.
That was Russ flexing that he got in bed.
We got a D.
With Sierra. Hey, real quick.
Were you teammates with him when he did that?
No.
Fellas, you need to be teammates with the Columbus Men's Clinic if your body is not feeling right. If you've been sluggish, tired, going to the gym, not feeling good, running out there on turf like Tyvus, and your body is just shutting down, get on over to the Columbus Men's Clinic because there's no guesswork, there's no gimmicks over there, just real science and effective treatments that will have you feeling better. It's affordable and accessible, which is obviously a great thing. Consultation, including blood work, is just $99 with results before you leave. So act now, fellas. Do not wait. Your life is so important. Procrastination only makes this stuff worse. Get on over there. Call them at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com today. T, appreciate you, man. This has been a grind for you today, coming in after doing the morning show. And again, let the folks know where they can catch you every day, Monday through Friday.
Well, if you like what you heard from me, you can hear me every day, weekdays on The Fan, 6 to 9 a.m., T-Bone and Tyvus in the morning.
There you go, man. Much love to you. Appreciate what you did today, Tyvus. appreciate you. Again, TLC, appreciate you. Folks, we love you. We will talk to you tomorrow at high noon. Do not move. Common Man and Timmy are coming up next right here on The Fan.
Looking at games have been airing on WBNS since before you were born and before your parents were born and before Abraham Lincoln was born. Trust me. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Barry Zeta and Dr. Joseph Senta at Ohio Vein and Vascular Polaris are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. Dr. Zeta and Dr. Senta can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
It's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place. Leslie, what's that hot lamp against your window for?
Pella windows are tested up to 160 degrees Wilson to ensure efficiency and the lowest energy bills possible, even in the craziest of temperatures. Put your hand on there.
All right. God, that's hot.
On the window, Wilson.
Oh, hey, that is quite nice and cool. So I'm going to go grab some ice now.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rated #1 for innovation at PellaColumbus.com.
Football in July, outstanding, and it's kicking off at the Pro Football Hall of Fame July 31st in Football Heaven in Canton, Ohio. And you can still grab tickets for the Hall of Fame game between the Lions and the Chargers. And then on August 2nd, 4 of the greatest of all time get immortalized in bronze at the Class of 25 enshrinement. And cap off the weekend Sunday with a concert for legends featuring Nickelback with special guest Mitchell Tenpenny. It's a gold jacket weekend. Visit ProFootballHof.com to learn more and get your tickets.
Friday, July 25th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Come learn about mental health resources available to you and to your family. Join us on Friday, July 25th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair.
Matty Ice here from McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. Do you need a vehicle with more room for the family vacation this summer? Then the Chevy Traverse is for you. This month at McDaniel GM Superstore, you can get up to $3,500 off MSRP on a 2025 Traverse for qualified buyers. McDaniel has been making a difference since 1916. They're just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. McDaniel GM Superstore, where great deals meet a century of trust. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.44%, APR 6.47% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
You found the one, now find the ring. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. On July 25th and 26th, Wedding Weekend is back with event-exclusive pricing for 2 days only. Celebrate with buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and 10% off handcrafted custom bridal. It's the perfect time to upgrade, personalize, or say yes for the first time. Join us July 25th and 26th on Selma Road or at Easton Town Center.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention, like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.